Put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
Talking Dicks, the podcast, the video vlog, the whatever you want to call it, spin-off from the web series The Two Dicks. I'm Al Romas in rainy Tampa, Florida. That's Al Ducharme in Studio City. It looks like there might not be heat on in his dwelling. He's wearing some sort of a wintry hat. Maybe he's been outside. What's going on there, Alfred?
It's so funny. I actually bought a space heater because our bedroom actually gets a little cool at night.
I've heard. You've mentioned that before. Things have been a bit cool in the old bedroom.
So we bought this space heater, and I kind of like it because it'll be like 64 degrees in the morning, and we'll be under the covers, and then I have a remote, and I just go blip, and 6 minutes later, the room is a nice balmy 70 degrees. It's kind of nice.
Nice.
So with that, I threw the hat on because I have hat head.
Yeah, what?
I have
hat head.
Hat head. Yeah, I have hat head.
Well, it's interesting. Neither one of us wore our official lids today.
No.
Independently, we both decided. I didn't decide. I forgot to bring it in here, and then I was thrown by your wear.
Well, I explained in the past that I like to do a different thumbnail.
Yes, sir.
So if I'm wearing something slightly different, it helps me find the thumbnail, and also it tells the audience that this is a different episode, sort of.
Yeah. That audience.
Visually, optically. I can't even say it. Optically.
You know, speaking of the audience, we gave them a free video this week, and the views on YouTube are not what they were for the audio.
Does that make any sense to you? Because when we put the thumbnail up, which I was just talking about, I usually put audio only, because video is just for Patreon members. So we said, for the holidays, let's give everybody the gift of a visual video. And because it doesn't say audio on it, the irony is our views went down when we weren't just audio. I can't.
And I joked about that on the last one. I said, now that'll kill the views, having see us. But we went from a couple thousand to just low numbers. It's climbing again slowly, but it is, people were not interested in the view.
Well, I will say it was on YouTube, so a lot of people did listen on other platforms that we were Spotify.
Yeah, man.
Also, we have a website separate now for the Talking Dicks that's on Buzzsprout. So people have gravitated a little bit towards those, but those numbers of, what was it, 2,300, 2,400 in 9 hours?
Yeah.
No, don't exist.
No, I don't know what happened, but follow us if you're listening on Spotify or something else. Hit the old follow button. Give us a follow on YouTube. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Help us out.
Yeah, we need to keep a finger on the pulse of this so that we know
finger in the Pope.
Finger in the Pope.
That's right.
Why not?
Pope smokes dope.
Payback is a bitch. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Hey
now. Yes, it gives us an idea of what direction to point things into so that we can reach you.
We want to point our direction, if you know what I'm saying. That's what we want to do. It's the holidays. We want to be pointing our direction in the right areas. Am I right? Yes.
We want to make sure we're finding the right spots.
That's right.
We want to find the right spot so that everybody is satisfied.
We've never found it. We're still looking. We're still looking at this age. But you before we turned on the microphones there, you said you were a bit frazzled. What goes on? What's been happening in the Ducharme life in the last 24 hours? Fill us in.
Well, we had to move into a new vehicle because it was the end of the other vehicle.
You didn't move, but you bought one. You're not living in a new vehicle.
No, I'm sorry. You're right. We purchased a vehicle because we're at the end of the main vehicle that we have. Right. So there was a lot of discussion about it. It's like, hey, our incomes have been cut by 2/3. Yeah. What's the deal? Because we've been wanting to get, when we were both working and kicking ass, we wanted to get a Tesla this time around. We were looking at the Model 3. A few of my friends have them. They love them. I've ridden in them. I've driven them, and they're pretty cool. But
Pretty cool.
pandemic decimated our income for quite a bit. But towards the end of this year, we ended up getting a couple of nice gigs. I was recording again, so our income actually came back to life. And then we were looking at a tax. We were going to get taxed.
Right.
So we're like, oh, just because the last 2 months we made a bulk of our money, we're going to get hit with a tax. So we ended up buying a plug-in electric vehicle. It gets a $7,500 federal tax credit.
Mm-hmm.
It gets a $1,500 California rebate. So we're like,
right.
We pulled the trigger.
Which car? Which is this?
It's the poor man's Tesla. It's the Honda Clarity, and it has like the back fenders have, or the back rear quarters have a little skirt going over the wheel, just a little bit for aerodynamics, so that you don't have that drag, and you get an extra 5 to 7 miles per gallon if you're using gasoline.
I see.
Puts less strain on the battery.
Right. And put up a picture. Maybe we'll see what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like this. It's not. The front end is gorgeous. It's a little bit on the ugly duckling side, but I like it a lot. And we test drove it a few times, and it's just the numbers. We worked the numbers out. Tesla, you can't get that federal credit anymore because they have sold over 200,000 vehicles. Once these automobile companies sell a certain amount, the tax credits take a nosedive. Same thing in California. After a certain number are sold, they cap it off. But this one, and then they had that end of the year super sale, and it was a 2020, not 2021. So we got like huge discounts off of the sticker price. So we just had.
Is it plugged in right now? Are you charging?
No,
it?
They gave us a full tank of gas and a full battery charge, and it can go 48 miles if you drive it the way they say.
Do you have to look around the house for the charger? Or are you going to be like, "Where's the charger? I want to go somewhere."
No,
can't find the charger. Car's dead. This sucks.
No, we have it. We have it in the garage. You just
gotcha.
But we don't have the official one because we just drove it home last night. But we don't have the official charger, the one that you can charge it in 2 hours from 0 to full. But we're doing the old 110 volt, so it would be 12 hours from 0 to full. But the thing about it is, if your battery runs out, the gas engine turns on, and it says if you drive it the way they tell you to drive it, it's 110 miles per gallon.
Holy God!
Yeah, it's
really?
Crazy. It goes 4 miles an hour top speed.
Wow. Well, that's you can do some. I was in one, I believe, with an Uber guy. It was. I think I've been in the car. I know the car. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because the guy wouldn't shut up about it while we drove. He was telling it was on, with the mileage he was getting and all that. I was like, okay, you know what? You're getting 1 star.
They get excited about it. You can see how it's addicting, and it's even a challenge. You're like, how can I max this out? How many miles can I go without using gas?
Right.
It's a whole thing people do. And of course, when I did some of my research online, there's all these guys that are animals about it. I haven't put gas in my car in 6 months.
Yeah. I don't care for the day.
And during the pandemic, that's easy to achieve.
Although, yeah, and now in the other end of that, you got a brand new car, and I'm looking at online today. They're bringing back. It looks like the unemployment's coming back.
Yeah,
looks like they're going to agree on it into April. So it'll start the 26th or the 1st, but go into April. So not what we were getting, but still,
something. It's
going
to help out a lot of people that are in a jam. But
yeah, me.
Well, of course, you. But there's just people in line. There's people in line for food, man. I mean, they're not homeless or they're being evicted. I know.
Well, I'm in line.
I know, dude. I know your situation.
I'm at the cigar store. I'm at the cigar. What the hell?
Oh, what did you? You have a call? You have a call coming in?
I got a call. The bill collector popping in. I just disconnected. I'm on the line at the cigar store. It's ugly, man. Ugly out there.
It is ugly out there. Now,
I'm smoking government cigars. This isn't for me. This isn't the world I live in.
You poor bastard.
I know, it sucks.
Hey, is that Romas? I'll be going by in my electric car. Is that Romas? Is he in line? Is he in line to get cigars again?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's me. Yeah, that's sad, man.
He's smoking rolled up turds.
Pretty much, but so hopefully old Uncle Sammy comes through and we get a few bucks and take us into maybe when we work again, whenever that will be. I don't know.
Well, you've been working here and there. So same here.
Small gigs, small, and I've done them all, so I'm done really for a while. I've done.
Yeah, but you're on the. They call you when they're in the jam. You're the guy. You're the go-to guy. People come back to see you again.
I'm on deck. I'm swinging 2 bats just in case.
Just in case, yeah.
Just in case.
I've done most of my online performances, and really only one major outdoor performance that was like a real event. I did one other little thing that was like rehearsing in front of the mirror.
Yeah. I talked to a comic the other night, and they were telling me some of these Zoom shows are great, and I can't see how they're great. I can see how they could be okay, but she was like, "Oh, they're just great. You could do some really great ones." I'm like, I don't see it. I mean, maybe I just have not experienced it or been offered anything where it would be like, "Well, that was fucking killer." No,
I've done a few that are pretty good, but I will say that in the beginning, and I mentioned this before, I said I'm not doing that. No way. I gotta have that interaction. I need that. But it makes you think differently, and it makes you perform differently. And it's not all about, even though comedy is about getting the laughs, but you're getting them. It's a different way of getting them. And once you make that adjustment, it's better than you. It actually goes better than you think because you're in your head constantly. Right. And then I've seen some that were recorded, and I'm like, oh, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. You're second guessing because you're trying to land a joke, and there's people that are laughing. They have their mute on. They won't take it off because they don't want the camera to go to them.
Oh my God!
And then the ones that unmute it, they laugh. The camera goes to them, and then they go, oh, I don't want to be seen, and they.
Right.
Yeah. So like there's a lot of that going on.
Like Jeffrey Toobin, he should have been muted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he needed to be in the blind spot.
That bastard! What the heck?
I feel bad. He was so likable. He was so bright.
Did he commit a crime? Should he have lost his gigs?
No, it was embarrassing, as he said.
It's an embarrassing, thing, and it didn't hurt anybody.
I would bring him back. Either the same. It was CNN. Anyone. I believe it was CNN. If I were another network, I would hire
CNN,
him. 6 months later, I'd say, okay, you're under contract, and we'll start you off. Let the jokes. That's the guy who whacked off. We'll get past that. Social media, And then,
there was a big article in the Times yesterday about him because the New Yorker dropped him. He was a columnist for the New Yorker. They dropped him, and CNN. He's on some sort of a weird suspension. But again, who did he hurt? But
his
then
reputation.
Somebody else came forward now. Another reporter saying he used to leave these very pervy messages on her phone. So I think it's going to come out a little bit and they're going to be. I think it's going to be enough to just go.
I was hoping that would not happen.
Yeah, that happened.
I told Bernadette to stay out of it. He was just joking with you.
Oh well, she's a comic. She gets it.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. She gets it.
Yeah, she gets it. Not enough, obviously.
Sarah Silverman said, "Oh, Louis, pull your pants up."
Right. Again, I don't want to get into this because, it opens a can of worms, but what the hell? Why not? We need views. But people, did he hurt anybody? Really? Did he hurt Louis? Did he hurt anyone? Did these girls really, their lives are... I love Louis,
but some of his behavior was questionable of whether or not it damaged people. So...
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I just can't imagine...
His apology tweet or letter or whatever it was... I thought he handled it the best out of all the guys. He came out and admitted it. I was wrong. I'm going to take time out right now and digest this. Everything those women said was true. But I always asked, but I wasn't asking. I realized I wasn't asking, and that was wrong. And he just said so. And now he's got like his
lives were ruined. They're so like, my career, I could never work again because, I mean, really?
No, it's not.
Come on.
Well,
I think there's more
I'm
to it.
Camp Louis, but
Right, me too.
It's arguable that certain people along the lines no longer were allowed to come back to work. But it's hearsay.
Right.
I don't know the facts.
Yeah.
They didn't want them to make a stink about it, and it's he said, she said. So the people in charge said, "Let's squelch this." They didn't let go of Louis. Someone else disappeared.
But it's all bullshit too with the agent and his manager and the dropping. Yeah. We didn't know, and
they're trying to protect their clients.
I'm in Tampa, and I've known for 20 years, so you knew.
I knew Louis' behavior. I know.
Everyone did. So
I didn't know, but he graduated. When you get into the position of power, and if you're not paying for that from someone applying a whip to your ass, when you switch that's when it's an issue.
That's what I'm going to be doing with my unemployment money. I'm getting a whip to my ass. That's my probably for Christmas.
I'll save you 50%. I'll do it.
I don't want. Well, you're gonna have to shave and take off that skull cap. So I'll tell you that much. I don't want some frazzled version of you with a whip. I want a clean cut.
I don't hold back. I
want a clean cut, son of a bitch. Hey, by the way.
Oh, it's time for
questions.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I think these are, I don't know, they seem to repeat, but we have new people, we have new viewers, we have new listeners on the old Spotify and YouTube. So this one says, name your 4 top bands.
See, you've had this in advance.
I haven't thought about it.
All right.
I haven't. But
yours are easy.
Beatles, Paul McCartney and Wings, John Lennon, Yoko Ono.
No, that's not even true.
Not even close.
Who was that?
That was Yoko.
Oh, no, that was horrible.
Yes, it was meant to be.
She rocks. There's good songs.
No, she actually does. You just have to listen to 40 to get to the good one.
You do have to get through. Yes, you have to listen to a bunch, but there are some good stuff.
She's truly an artist.
Lennon and the band play some great music behind that. So, but what would your top 4 bands be, Alfred?
Well, and it's different now, but I would say I loved U2. I just loved U2. I was young and
until they hijacked our iPhones with that shitty album.
Yeah, but it was a couple of catchy ones. I liked the commercial for it where they had the girl in the silhouette with the bright white earpods or earphones, right? What were they?
Right. Yeah. I think they were earphones, but the album was. I used to like U2. I thought that album.
Yeah, it was a departure, but I give them credit for trying. You can't do the same thing. I know that's part of a lot of albums is to keep that.
We've done the same thing for 90 volumes.
This is 75, by the way. This is
actually we don't have 75. We don't have the AIDS quilt.
No,
and we don't have lids.
I'm back in front of my wife's dresser because we keep doing this. You've changed the time. I'm pretty flexible, and I don't mind. Don't take this the wrong way, Al.
Uh-oh.
We both changed the schedule, but you do it 3 to my 1, and my wife is doing a Zoom right now at the same time. So there's a question about bandwidth. But I put her on the 5G. I'm on the 2.4.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm more vulnerable for interruption from interference. But with that said...
You're vulnerable, all right.
Vulnerable.
That's what I said.
I slur sometimes.
You do. You stroke out a little bit, and then it becomes... But your 4 bands.
My name is Christy Brown.
Oh, that was... hold on, your mother's ass. My
your mother's anus wart.
My left foot.
My left foot. That is correct.
There we go.
Daniel Day-Lewis won an Academy Award. Didn't he win like 3 or 4? Isn't he the most Academy
I think every time
Award?
he makes a movie, he wins the Academy Award.
He retired.
Yeah, but I think he's a cobbler. He became a cobbler.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
He's sitting on 150, 200 mil, and he's a cobbler. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's sitting on about 150 pounds.
Yeah, but when you get that rich, you can do weird shit and people go, "That's so cool. He's a cobbler." Okay, that's cool. If
Well,
I become a
he
cobbler,
truly is eccentric. He's not
people
trying
say
to be
I've lost my mind. But,
eccentric.
he can be a cobbler.
He's not a he's not a fake. He's not a hipster trying to be
No. But
hipster.
yeah, Academy Award for that one. He won the Academy Award for
Last of the Mohegans, right? Did he get that one too?
I think he won it for There Will Be Blood.
Oh yes, he. Oh,
Because I drink your milkshake.
oh, I love that movie.
Yes, and Lincoln. So that's 3 right there,
Right.
and maybe another. I don't know.
He's been
Sometimes the guy makes
nominated
some-
multiple times.
Well, I think he wins or gets
Oh,
nominated. every movie he
My
does.
Beautiful Laundrette.
I don't know that one.
That's, I believe, an 80s indie film, a British 80s indie film, where he owns a laundrette in London or the West End or somewhere. I don't know exactly, but it's very good. It's a very good movie.
Well, let's try to. Okay, so top 4 bands. Let's try to stick to the question.
Oh, that's right. We're still doing that. I said
went-
U2 as my number one.
You too.
I do like Bruce Springsteen, old school Springsteen
Yes.
guy. My wife
Very-
had no interest in Springsteen, and we went to Shea Stadium, which is no longer, where the Mets used to play for 40 or 50 years. In
I used to go to
Queens.
Shea Stadium, CHE. It was a different one. Yeah, Shea.
Well, you're a snob. That's why.
It was a different crowd. Believe
It was a
me.
different crowd. Oh, okay, that Shea. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So you had to wear your green cap and
Yes.
army. Okay, colored. Okay.
That's where the Ruddles actually played. The Ruddles played at CHE Shea Stadium.
They did,
Remember the
didn't they?
Ruddles? Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, they were the offshoot
Of the Beatles.
Python version of the Beatles. So Shea became Shea, and
I like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
good stuff.
I took my wife to Shea Stadium, and she was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go." We went with Tom Cotter and his now wife Carrie Louise Cotter and some other friends. And third song in, I love him. I love him so much. I didn't know he sang this song. I'm like, yeah. And he's running.
Was that Tom?
That was Tom Cotter.
Tom's emotional at concerts.
He gets so emotional. And,
I know.
Tom, get off the ground.
Yeah.
He was sucking his thumb. He had his blanket.
Yeah, typical. I saw. By the way, Tom Cotter's in Florida. If people want to go see Tom Cotter, I saw he's part of a tour with a couple other guys, and they're in somewhere. Miami.
Yeah, it's Adam Berg, Mark
Lauderdale.
Riccadonna.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy? I know the other guy.
I don't remember.
Ah, shit. He's gonna.
I
if he
just saw
listens to
him.
This, yeah.
Yeah, I saw him plugging it, and I don't remember. And I like what he does to plugs with his dog humping his leg.
Yeah.
Those are-
Cotter has no shame.
no shame at all.
Cotter's all about spectacle. You know.
Well, I like it because he just doesn't. Somebody doesn't acknowledge it. He just says, "Hey, I'll be at the Orlando Improv,nd there's a dog just humping his leg." You know? Okay.
Cotter is very much like that off stage. By the way.
Yeah.
He's like.
He likes people humping his leg.
He makes everybody laugh off stage.
Why not?
When you put a stage under his feet, nothing.
Not well. Yeah, that's been a problem for years.
That's one of his old jokes, by the way.
Two more bands.
Oh, I have 2 more to go here.
Well, you have U2, you have Springsteen, and you're making fun of me with old bands.
I know.
That's
Well,
not
I will say that it's a little sappy, but I liked Coldplay.
What?
I liked Coldplay. Yeah.
Coldplay.
Yeah, I was listening. You know what it is? I was performing in Europe a lot. Bernie came out. Yeah.
Coldplay.
Yeah.
Top 4. Top 4. Top 4.
I'm under pressure, so I'm.
Top 4.
All right. Okay. They're probably 6th.
4 bands. Top
4 bands.
Coldplay. No, sir. I cannot allow that.
I'm dressed like them now.
I can't. I don't care for any of this. The look, the pick. I can't do it.
You know, this is stupid. I love Robert Palmer. My wife and I put Robert Palmer on all the time, and we love it. You know, he passed away a few years ago, lung cancer. But we love Robert Palmer. His covers, he does Marvin Gaye covers. He does, yeah, we like. I'm going to put him in the top 4.
Okay. That was the These are
You
bands.
want, no, you
First
want,
of all, bands.
it's not music,
Bands.
not musical artist. It's going to be a band.
Top 4 bands.
Oh, okay. Let me.
Robert Palmer is not a band.
I guess apparently, according to you, neither is Coldplay. So
They're not. No, they're not. Not for fucking men. How dare you?
why don't you throw out a couple, and then that will give me a chance to figure out what I'm thinking.
Well, I would just. Well, my number 1 band would be the Beatles, of course. I would go. I'd probably go the Who. Number 2.
Oh, well then we said this before, and we both said the Who. So there
I
it
go
is.
the Who.
I'm with you. There's my Who. I'm with you.
I was on a. Did I tell you this off thing? I went on a date, and this girl. I went to the bathroom. When I came out of the bathroom, the Who was playing, and it was The Seeker, I think the song was. And anyway, I was kind of singing it and she's like, "Oh, what's that?" And I go, "It's the Who." No, it was like Can't Explain. It was like a very obvious Who song. I go, "It's Can't Explain." She goes, "I don't know it." I go, "You don't know the song?" She goes, "No, I don't know. Who's the band?"
So
it became obvious.
Did she have a chaperone? This 15-year-old?
No, she's about 55. Just stupid.
What? She was in her 50s?
Yeah, didn't know it. Didn't know any rock. Didn't know any rock music. Listen to dance music as a kid or something.
Well,
and I go,
I don't think there's going to be a second date there.
It was not. And then she goes, I don't know. And I go, "You never heard of the Who?" She's like, "No." Never heard. Like, not aware.
Yeah, if you've made it to 50 and you're not tapped into some music at some point.
I mean, if she had said Coldplay or Robert Palmer, okay, I get it, But you don't know the Who? How is that possible? It's not possible.
I agree. 100%.
Live in a world. I would go.
Who are you? Who?
Exactly. I might go 3. I might go the Great American Band, The Doors. The Doors.
Good one.
Come on.
Good
They're
one.
so great. Great band. And my number 4 top band, maybe I go, I think I'd copy you. I might go Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band.
Can't go wrong. Cannot
Did you
go
see him
wrong.
on Saturday Night Live Saturday?
No.
Killer.
No.
Killer.
I've seen him a few times on Saturday Night Live, and he was always killer. Even when he did his, yeah.
Yeah, he did 3 new songs from the album, and just great. Just great.
And we both saw his documentary recently.
Yes.
The new one.
Yeah, very good. Really good.
What was that entitled?
Jeez, I don't remember. The one in the old farmhouse?
Yeah.
That one?
The one that he converted that. That farmhouse is gorgeous.
Cool. So cool. Yeah. So that'd be mine. And did you finish? Let's see. Yours
I did.
are...
No, I did the
yours
Who.
Are,
I echoed
Springsteen.
the Who.
You had Springsteen.
U2.
U2.
The Who.
The Who. And who was your 4th band?
You want?
I'm not accepting Robert Palmer as a band.
Right. You ex-nayed Coldplay, which you're not.
But he was. I don't know offhand. Robert Palmer was lead singer in a band in England back in the 70s.
Yes. He didn't get the international notoriety until he went solo.
Right.
He was already a family man. He had kids.
But yeah, he was in a pretty big band. But I can't pull the name of that right now.
In Europe, yes, certainly.
Yeah. But give us one more band, Alfred, and we can
wrap this up. We can wrap
you
this.
You can go shave
up.
and turn the heat on and clean yourself up.
See, I'm band. You're throwing me off with band because I'm thinking of artist now. Artist.
Well, I'm just going by the question bands.
Right.
If you want to go artist.
I will say that.
Go artist.
And you're going to disagree with me. And I'm going to put them in the category of Paul McCartney and Wings. I'm sorry. They were
some good band.
Good.
That's a great band.
Good stuff.
Great band. A lot of hits. A lot of that album, McCartney and Wings Live, 3-album set from the 70s. That thing is incredible.
Monster.
So it's a good, solid choice. That's when he was a band, and then after the Wings thing, he was like, I don't want to be in a band anymore.
I want to steal Michael Jackson's music.
I'll just take. No, I think what?
Pennies on the dollar.
I think you went the other. I think you reversed that whole story.
Oh,
yeah,
Jackson.
Yeah,
they did Ebony and Ivory, and then Jackson turned around and bought all his music.
Stole the Beatles. Yeah,
Michael.
Give me a warning.
No, really, don't mess with me, because I don't come down to the bus station and slap the dick out of your mouth when you're working, do I? Get up here, motherfucker! I'm sorry, man. The guy fucking came at me. What do you think, folks?
No way.
Okay, show.
Subscribe.
Mary.
Go to patreon.com/forward the two dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money.
Why?